Hello, my friends. Welcome to Soul Tranquility Space. Tonight, we are going to tell a story about returning. We all have moments in our lives where we get lost. We get distracted by bright lights, by loud noises, by the promise of easy happiness. We drift away from who we truly are. And sometimes we wake up and realize we are far from home. Tonight's story is for anyone who feels they have taken a wrong turn. It is for anyone who feels the weight of regret sitting on their shoulders. It is based on the tale of Pinocchio, but this is not the story of a puppet. It is the story of the long, quiet walk back to authenticity. It is a reminder that no matter how far you have strayed, the road home is always waiting for you. Before we begin this journey, let us honor the body that rests here tonight. You have walked a long way today. Maybe not with your feet, but with your mind. You have navigated decisions, emotions, and challenges. Now, it is time to put the map down. Find a position that allows your back to soften. Imagine your spine is a road that is finally laying flat after a steep climb. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears, releasing the invisible backpacks you have been carrying. Take a deep breath in, filling your lungs with the fresh, cool air of a new beginning. And exhale, a long, slow sigh. Ah. Letting go of the noise of the carnival. Inhale, breathing in forgiveness. Exhale, breathing out the past. You are not what you did yesterday. You are not what you failed to do today. You are this breath. You are this moment. You are safe. Now, let your mind drift. Imagine you are standing on the edge of a strange island. Behind you lies the island of pleasure. It is a place of eternal noise. For a long time, it seemed like paradise. The sky there is always painted in artificial neon colors, shocking pinks and electric greens. The air smells of burnt sugar, stale popcorn, and cheap perfume. It is a place where no one works, no one learns, and no one grows. It is a place of endless distraction. You stayed there for a while, maybe days, maybe years. You indulged in the laziness. You indulged in the forgetting. But slowly, the sweetness turned bitter in your mouth. The laughter began to sound like screaming. And you started to feel heavy. You lift your hand to touch your head. You feel the weight of the donkey ears. In this story, these ears are not a punishment. They are a symptom. They are the heavy, furry symbols of ignorance. Not the ignorance of not knowing math or history, but the ignorance of not listening to your own heart. When we stop listening to our intuition, when we drown out our inner voice with noise, our ears grow heavy, we become stubborn, we become burdened. You feel the weight of them pressing down on your neck. You feel a tail of shame trailing behind you. You feel less like a human and more like a beast of burden, carrying the heavy load of bad choices. But tonight, something has changed. Tonight, the fog has lifted just enough for you to see the gate. You are standing at the very edge of the amusement park. To your left, the Ferris wheel is still spinning, flashing its blinding lights. To your right, a roller coaster screams down the track. But you are looking forward towards a high rusted iron gate that leads out. Beyond the gate, there is no neon. There is only the cool, dark blue of the night and a long, dirt road winding along the cliffs. It looks quiet out there. It looks lonely. But it also looks real. You look down at your feet. They are heavy, encased in the clumsy boots of someone who has forgotten how to walk with grace. A voice inside you, a small, quiet voice, perhaps the voice of a cricket, whispers, "You don't have to stay here. You can leave. It is not too late." This is the moment of maturity. Maturity is not a fairy appearing and turning you into a boy. Maturity is the moment you decide that the candy no longer tastes good. Maturity is the moment you decide to walk away from the party while the music is still playing. You take a step. Crunch. Your boot hits the gravel. It is a small sound, but it cuts through the carnival music. You take another step. Crunch. Your heart is pounding. You're afraid. You're afraid of the dark road. You're afraid of the silence. You're afraid of what Geppetto will say when you return, looking like this, half boy, half donkey. But the fear of staying is finally greater than the fear of leaving. You reach the iron gate. It is tall and imposing. Vines have grown over the lock. It hasn't been opened in a long time. Most people who come to Pleasure Island never leave. They forget that there is a world outside, but you haven't forgotten. You place your hand on the cold metal bars. The metal feels grounding. It feels solid. You push. Creak. The sound is loud and mournful. The hinges protest. But the gate opens. it creates a space just wide enough for you to slip through. You step through the gap, and just like that, the air changes. The smell of burnt sugar vanishes. It is replaced by the smell of the ocean, salt, brine, and wet stone, the smell of pine trees, the smell of damp earth. Cool, clean oxygen fills your lungs. You take a deep gulp of it. It tastes like freedom. It tastes like a second chance. You turn around one last time to look at the carnival. From here, outside the gate, it looks different. It doesn't look magical anymore. It looks small. It looks gaudy. It looks like a trap. You see the lights blinking frantically, trying to lure you back. Come back, the music seems to say. Have another candy. Take another nap. Don't worry about tomorrow. But you shake your head. The heavy donkey ears on your head sway with the movement. No. You whisper to the wind, I am done playing. I am ready to walk. You turn your back on the lights. You face the dark road ahead. It is a simple dirt path, illuminated only by the light of a half moon. It winds along the edge of the sea, stretching far into the distance. You cannot see the end of it. You cannot see Geppetto's house from here. You know it will be a long walk. Miles and miles of silence. Your legs are tired. Your heart is heavy with guilt. But for the first time in a long time, you are moving in the right direction. Think of this moment as the most important turning point of your life. We often wait for a big bang or a miracle to change us. But real change happens in the quiet moments of decision. It happens when you put down the phone. It happens when you pour the drink down the sink. It happens when you say no to the distraction and yes to the difficulty. You have just made that pivot. You have rotated your internal compass from pleasure to meaning. The journey has begun. You begin to walk, one foot in front of the other. The rhythm of walking is soothing. Left, right, left, right. With every step, you are putting distance between you and your mistakes. You are not running. You are not rushing. You are pacing yourself. This is not a sprint. This is a pilgrimage. A pilgrimage back to the person you were meant to be. The night is cool, but not freezing. The moon acts as your lantern. It casts long shadows of trees across the path. Sometimes the shadows look scary, like grasping hands. But you walk through them, and you realize they are just shadows. They cannot hurt you, just like your past. Your past is a shadow. It stretches long behind you, yes, but it cannot hold you back unless you stop moving. So you keep moving, step and step, step and step. You feel the heaviness of the donkey skin on your back. It feels like wearing a rough wool coat in summer. It is itchy. It is uncomfortable. You want to rip it off. You try to pull at the fur on your arms, but it is stuck fast. You realize that you cannot tear it off with force. This donkey skin, this layer of shame and bad habits, cannot be removed by hating it. It can only be worn away. It will fall off, piece by piece, with every mile you walk towards home. The effort of the journey is what will shed the skin. The sweat of your honest walking will dissolve the glue of the shame. There is no magic spell to fix the past, but there is a magic in action. Every step you take towards responsibility is a spell. Every step you take towards kindness is a spell. You are casting the spell of redemption with your feet. The road begins to slope upwards. You are climbing a hill. Your breathing gets deeper. Inhale. Exhale. Your muscles burn slightly, but it is a good burn. It is the feeling of using muscles that have been asleep for too long. On Pleasure Island, you never climbed hills. Everything was flat and easy. Here, on the road home, there is resistance, and the resistance makes you feel strong. You are waking up. The wooden puppet is becoming a boy. Not by magic, but by climbing the hill. You are walking, one step and then another. The rhythm of your boots on the path becomes a mantra. Left, right, past, future, heavy, light. You have fallen into a trance of movement. Your body is moving automatically now. You don't have to think about lifting your legs. They know what to do. They remember the way home, even if your mind has forgotten. The path winds higher up the cliffs. Below you, the dark ocean stretches out to infinity. The waves crash against the jagged rocks, exploding into white foam. Crash, hush, crash, hush. The ocean is the great washer. It washes the stones until they are smooth. It washes the shore until it is clean. And tonight, The sound of it is washing your mind with every wave that pulls back. Imagine it is pulling away a little bit of the noise from Pleasure Island. The calliope music washed away. The flashing neon lights washed away. The desperate need to be entertained washed away. There is only the clean, empty space of the night. As you walk, you begin to feel a change in your body. The heavy, scratchy wool of the donkey skin that covers your arms and back. It feels different. Before, on the island, it felt like it was fused to you. It felt permanent. But now, under the exertion of the climb, it feels loose. You are sweating. A clean, honest sweat. And this moisture is dissolving the glue of your bad habits. You feel a slight itch on your shoulder. You reach up to scratch it, and a clump of grey fur comes away in your hand. It doesn't hurt. It feels like peeling away dead skin after a sunburn. It is ready to go. You look at the grey tuft in your hand. It represents a specific memory of laziness, a specific lie you told. You open your hand. The wind catches the fur. Whoosh! It is gone, carried out to sea, dispersed into nothingness. Birds molt their old feathers to make room for new ones. This is not a painful process. It is a necessary one. You are molting. You have outgrown the person you were on Pleasure Island. That person was smaller. That person was afraid. The person walking on this road is bigger, stronger. The old skin simply cannot contain you anymore. So, let it fall. You keep walking, step and shed, step and shed. You feel the fur loosening around your chest. You take a deep breath, expanding your rib cage. Crack. The tight, restrictive vest of the donkey skin splits down the middle. Fresh, cool night air touches your skin underneath. It feels sensitive. It feels tender. But it feels human. You are reclaiming your humanity. Inch by inch, you pull the heavy fabric off your shoulders. It slides down your arms. It falls to the dirt path behind you. You don't look back at it. You leave it there. It belongs to the road now. It belongs to the past. You feel lighter, 10 pounds lighter. Your posture straightens. Your head lifts. You look up at the sky. The half moon is directly overhead now. It is a blue fairy moon. Calm, watching, benevolent. It bathes you in a silver light. This light acts like a cool balm on your raw, new skin. It soothes the places where the shame used to be. You realize that you are not ugly. Underneath the layers of mistakes, there was always a boy. There was always a heart made of good timber. The wood was never rotten. It was just covered in dust. And now, the dust is gone. You hear a sound in the tall grass beside the road. Chirp. Chirp, a cricket. Or maybe 1,000 crickets. On the island, you ignored the cricket. You found his voice annoying. But out here, in the silence, his voice is the sweetest sound in the world. It is the voice of your conscience. It is not scolding you. It is cheering you on. Keep going. It chirps. You are doing it. One more step. You realize that your conscience was never your enemy. It was the guardian of your happiness. It was trying to keep you from turning into a donkey. You smile in the darkness. I'm listening now, you whisper. And the chirping seems to get louder, happier. The road begins to level out. You are walking along a high ridge. To your right is a forest of ancient pine trees. To your left is the drop to the sea. You are walking the middle path between the chaos of the ocean and the density of the forest. This is the path of balance. My friends, as you walk this ridge, if this path of balance feels like the road you need to be on tonight, if you find peace in this journey back to your true self, I invite you to gently tap the subscribe button. Think of it as lighting a small lantern on this dark path. It tells the universe, I am walking, I am returning, and it ensures you will always find your way back to this safe space. Thank you for walking with us. Walking here requires attention. You cannot sleepwalk. You cannot be distracted. You must be present. And this presence is healing you. Every time you place your foot carefully on a flat stone, you are training your mind to focus. Every time you adjust your balance against the wind, you are strengthening your spirit. You are not just walking home, you're walking yourself back together. There is a specific kind of dignity in the return journey. It is easy to start a journey with fanfare and drums. But to return, humble and broken, requires a quiet nobility. You are not a failure because you left. You are a hero because you are coming back. Do not hang your head. Even with your donkey ears still shrinking, hold your head high. The universe respects the one who corrects their course. The stars are not laughing at you. They are aligning for you. You feel a coolness on your cheeks. Is it rain? No. It is a gentle sea mist. Or perhaps it is your own tears. You touch your face. Your skin is wet. You haven't cried in a long time. On Pleasure Island, you laughed a lot, but you never cried. Because to cry, you have to feel. And to feel, you have to be real. These tears are the final solvent. They are washing away the last of the donkey face. You feel your heavy, long ears beginning to tingle. They are shrinking. The cartilage is softening. The fur is receding. They are becoming small, round, human ears again. Ears that are ready to listen. Ears that can hear the truth. You stop for a moment to catch your breath. You lean against the trunk of a large pine tree. The bark is rough and solid against your back. You close your eyes. You listen to the world around you. You hear the wind in the needles above. Shh. You hear the ocean below. Hush. You hear your own heartbeat. Thump, thump. Thump, thump. It is a steady, strong rhythm. It is the rhythm of a survivor. You are no longer a puppet made of wood. You are no longer a donkey made of shame. You are a living, breathing being who has walked through the fire and survived. You push off from the tree. You are ready for the final leg of the journey. The night is darkest just before the dawn. But you are not afraid of the dark anymore, because you carry your own light now. The light of experience. The light of someone who knows the way, because they have learned the hard way. The path softens. You are walking on a bed of pine needles now. It feels like velvet under your boots. The air is getting warmer. You smell something familiar on the wind. Not the smell of candy, but the smell of sawdust. The smell of paint. The smell of wood glue. The smell of home. You are getting close. You have arrived. The cottage stands before you, nestled at the edge of the village. It looks exactly as you remember it. The thatched roof is a little crooked. The chimney is made of red brick. The small window box still has the dried stems of geraniums in it. It is quiet. There is no smoke coming from the chimney. The windows are dark. On Pleasure Island, the lights were never turned off. Here, the darkness is heavy. But it is a welcoming darkness. It is the darkness of rest. You walk up to the front door. You reach out your hand, your human hand, no longer a wooden paw, and touch the door. It feels cool and solid. You turn the knob. It is unlocked. Geppetto never locked the door. He was always waiting for someone to come home. You push it open. Kriag. You step inside. Father? You call out softly. Your voice echoes slightly in the small room. I'm home. Silence. No answer. Just the ticking of the cuckoo clock on the wall. Tick. Tock. You wait for the sound of his shuffling footsteps. You wait for his joyful cry. But there is nothing. The house is empty. The air inside is cold and stale. Dust motes dance in the moonlight that spills across the floor. You see his apron hanging on the peg, covered in a thin layer of grey dust. You see his tools on the workbench, untouched for weeks. He is gone. You know where he has gone. He has gone to look for you. He has gone out into the dangerous world, perhaps even to the sea, to find his lost creation. A wave of guilt washes over you. It is sharp and cold. The old you, the puppet, would have collapsed on the floor. The puppet would have kicked his heels and cried, "Where is he? Why isn't he here to take care of me? I came all this way." The puppet wanted to be served. But you are not a puppet anymore. You stand there in the dark hallway. You take a deep breath. You swallow the lump in your throat. You realize that crying will not warm this house. Panic will not bring him back. But action might. You realize that roles have reversed. For a long time, he was the caretaker, and you were the child. Tonight, you must become the caretaker. You must make this house ready for his return. You must keep the light burning so he can find his way back to you. You step fully into the room. You close the door behind you, shutting out the wind. Click. You are safe inside. It is cold, yes, but it is your home. You walk to the fireplace. Do you remember the fireplace? When Geppetto was poor, he couldn't afford real firewood, so he painted a fire on the wall. A painted fire that gave no heat, only the illusion of warmth. You touch the painted flames on the plaster. They are cold. Illusions cannot save us. Only real warmth can save us. I will make a real fire. You whisper. You go to the wood box. There are a few logs left, gnarled olive wood and dry pine. You kneel on the hearth. Your knees hurt slightly on the stone, but it grounds you. You stack the wood carefully. You place the kindling, dry twigs and old shavings from the workshop floor. You strike a match. Scritch. Fzzzt. A tiny flame bursts into life. It smells of sulfur and promise. You hold it to the kindling. The dry wood catches. Crackle. Pop. A small orange glow begins to grow in the dark room. It casts long, dancing shadows on the walls. The painted fire on the wall seems to dance with the real fire, as if celebrating. You sit back on your heels and watch the flames grow. You feed it another log. The heat hits your face. It is real. It is physical. It chases the chill out of your bones. It chases the chill out of the room. Lighting a fire in an empty house is one of the most ancient acts of hope. It is a signal to the universe. Life is here. By lighting this fire, you are reclaiming this space. You are melting the frozen silence. And inside you, another fire is lit, the fire of self-reliance. You realize, I can warm myself. I don't need the carnival to entertain me. I don't need Geppetto to save me right this second. I can sit here in the quiet and be okay. This is the definition of maturity, the ability to comfort yourself. You look around the room as the firelight brightens. It reveals the familiar clutter of the workshop. There is the workbench where you were made. You walk over to it. You run your hand along the smooth, worn wood. You see the chisels, the hammers, the pots of glue. You see a small, half-finished toy on the bench, a wooden bird. Geppetto was working on it before he left. You pick it up. It is rough. It needs sanding. Without thinking, you pick up a piece of sandpaper. Scrape. Scrape. The sound is rhythmic and soothing. You begin to smooth the rough edges of the bird. You are doing the work. You are continuing the legacy. You are not just a creation anymore. You are a creator. The anxiety about Geppetto begins to fade into a quiet resolve. You know he is out there. And you know that the best thing you can do for him is to be here, solid and waiting, to be the lighthouse. If you run out frantically into the night, you will both be lost. But if you stay here and tend the fire, there is a center for him to return to. Sometimes doing nothing is the hardest thing to do. Waiting is an active verb. Waiting is holding the space. Waiting is keeping the faith. You are holding the space for your father. You are holding the space for your future. You put the wooden bird down. You walk over to Geppetto's rocking chair by the fire. It is old and creaky. You sit down in it. It is too big for you, but it feels embracing. You rock back and forth. Creak. Creak. The rhythm matches the beating of your heart. You look at the fire. The yellow flames lick the blackened chimney bricks. The warmth has filled the room now. The smell of burning pine mixes with the smell of old dust. It is the scent of safety. You look down at your hands. They are human hands, scratched, dirty from the road, but human. You flex your fingers. No strings attached to them. No invisible thread pulling them up or down. You are sitting here because you chose to sit here. You walked away from the island because you chose to walk away. You lit the fire because you chose to light it. This freedom feels different than the freedom of the carnival. The carnival freedom was chaotic, the freedom to destroy. This freedom is quiet, the freedom to build, the freedom to be. Your eyelids are getting heavy. The long walk is catching up with you. The warmth of the fire is acting like a heavy, soft blanket pressing you down. You realize how tired you are. Not the wired, exhausted tired of the island, but the good, wholesome tired of a day's work done. You are safe here. The door is shut against the wind. The fire is guarding you. The house remembers you. You are not a guest here. You are the master of the house tonight. You pull your legs up into the chair. You curl into a ball. You watch the embers glowing red, pulse and fade, pulse and fade. You whisper into the quiet room. I am here, Father. I will wait for you. The fire is lit, and you feel deep in the wood of the house a vibration of approval. The house is glad you are back. You are asleep in the rocking chair. The workshop is quiet. The fire is guarding you. But your spirit is traveling. It slips out of the window, light as a feather. It floats over the sleeping village. It floats over the cliffs where you walked. It floats down, down to the sea. But this is not a stormy sea. It is a sea of glass, calm, mirror-like. Reflecting the stars, you sink beneath the surface. You are not afraid. You can breathe here. The water is warm. Like a bath, you drift down into the deep, indigo blue. And there, gliding through the deep, is the great whale. He is massive, ancient. His skin is scarred like the bark of an old tree. He moves with slow, majestic grace. He opens his mouth, but he is not eating you. He is inviting you in. You float gently into the vast cavern of his belly. It is not dark inside. It is lit by a soft amber glow, the glow of a lantern. And there, sitting on a drift of wood, is Geppetto. He is sleeping, too. He is safe. He is waiting out the tide. My friends, as you drift into this safe harbor, as you feel the deep connection between the wanderer and the home, I invite you to make this space your own sanctuary. If this story has helped you walk back to yourself tonight, if you want to keep this lantern burning for your future journeys, please gently tap the subscribe button now. Think of it as dropping your anchor in this calm bay. It tells your soul, I have found a place to rest. I will return here. Thank you for walking with us. You float towards the old man. You don't wake him. You simply sit beside him in the quiet belly of the whale. Outside, the ocean rocks you. Inside, the silence holds you. This is the chamber of transformation. In ancient stories, the hero goes into the belly of the whale not to die, but to be born again, to die to the old self, and to be born to the new. You look at your hands in the amber light. They are no longer wood. They are flesh. You look at your chest. You see the gentle rise and fall of breath. You are real, not because a fairy waved a wand, but because you have loved, because you have suffered, because you have returned. Being real isn't about how you look. It's about how you feel. It's about being soft enough to be hurt and strong enough to heal. You have earned your reality tonight. Now, let the image of the whale fade. You are drifting back to your body in the rocking chair. But you bring the peace of the deep ocean with you. Feel a wave of relaxation washing over you from head to toe. Imagine the warm tide washing over your feet, relaxing your toes, washing over your ankles, your knees, softening the joints, washing over your hips, releasing the tension of the long walk, washing over your stomach, your chest, slowing your heart rate, washing over your hands, letting go of the sandpaper, letting go of the work, washing over your face, smoothing your forehead. You are sinking deeper into the chair, deeper into the mattress of your own bed. The fire is now just a bed of glowing coals. Warm, red, constant. You are safe to let go completely. The door is locked. The donkey skin is gone. The path is behind you. There is nothing left to do but sleep. In the distance of your mind, you can see the morning coming. You see the sun rising through the window of the workshop. The light hits the dust motes, turning them into gold. You see the door opening. You see Geppetto walking in, tired but smiling. He sees the fire you lit. He sees the bird you sanded. He sees you, sleeping peacefully. He doesn't see a puppet. He sees his son. He covers you with a blanket. He whispers, "You made it. You're home." But that is for tomorrow. Right now, there's only the sweet, heavy darkness. The darkness of a seed underground, waiting to sprout. The darkness of a starless sky, holding the moon. Rest in this darkness. You have walked a long way. You have done good work. I am enough as I am. My mistakes do not define me. I can always return home. I am real. I am forgiven. Sleep now, brave traveler. The road is finished. You are home. Good night.